Hi dear students, last week you watched and summarized a video about how to write a compare and contrast essay. Today I'd like to explain further about the outline of compare and contrast essay. From last week's video we can summarize that there are two commonly used organizational patterns of compare and contrast paper: point by point pattern and block pattern. How to know which one to use? Point by point pattern follows the principle of organization by criteria or point, whereas the block pattern is organization by item. When choosing the correct outline for compare and contrast essay format, you should keep several things in mind. Please ask yourself, are the items or concepts similar, different, or have a bit of both? The following is assumed to follow depending on your answer. The point by point pattern works better for items that are rather similar, and we evaluate them against the particular points. Each point will have a name of the points or thesis statement, a paragraph about one item, and a paragraph about the other one regarding this point. Look at the point by point sample. We need to write about two different headphones. In this case, the points could be cost, durability, and comfort. So the introduction paragraph talk about these two headphones where there are some differences in their cost, durability, and comfort. Then in point 1, we discuss about the cost of each headphone. Which one is cheaper than the other, or whether they have the same price. In point 2, we discuss about the durability of each headphone, and in point 3, we discuss about the comfort we can get from each headphone. Then at the end of the paragraph, we make a summary of both headphones. When the items discussed are different, the organization by point won't work well. In this case, choose a block pattern for your essay. Each body paragraph or each block will discuss the peculiarities of one item, which will make your text easier to read. Look at the block pattern sample here. The introduction could be similar to point by point pattern, but in paragraph 2, we have to discuss headphone A, complete with the cost, durability, and comfort. And we also do the same in paragraph 3, except what we discuss is about headphone B. Then again, we make a summary, opinion, or solution based on the information about both headphones at the end of the paragraph. After knowing which one of the pattern to use, please pay attention at certain things when you write your essay. They are paragraph structure, where there is a topic sentence and supporting sentences. A topic sentence essentially tells readers what the rest of the paragraph is about. All sentences after it have to give more information about that sentence. Prove it by offering facts about it or describe it in more detail. That is what we call supporting sentences. Then, what we have to pay attention next is grammar. In general, when writing most essays, one should use present tense. An exception to these rules is the narrative essay. Therefore, we use present tense for comparative and contrast essay. What you have to pay attention as well is the use of correct punctuation marks for your essay. Now that you have two organizational patterns, what should be stated in each part of compare and contrast essay? There is a paragraph, consists of the introduction of the topic, the items that you are going to evaluate, and the thesis statement, aka the main idea of why you are writing the paper. Depending on the structure, you might write an essay in a different way, but you will always have some similarities or differences to discuss. We mentioned similarities in comparison paragraphs. We mentioned differences in contrast paragraphs. Don't forget to use transition words as they will arrange your text in an easily readable way. Let's discuss a little bit about compare and contrast transition words. As the name clearly implies, they are transition words that establish comparison and contrast between one thing and another. The overall effect that comparing expressions and contrast expressions produce is that they make your essays flow much better. I have divided them into 3 different types. The first is comparison words, the second is contrast words, and the third is universal compare and contrast words. You can look through the words or phrases here. Comparison words and then contrast words. We have 3 different contrast words transition: opposite, different, and conflict. And then universal compare and contrast words. We have general words or phrases and summary transition words or phrases. Now, one of the best ways to learn about something is to see how it is applied. Here is how these transition phrases are applied. You can study the example, and then you will see that by using them, you will ensure that each and every point you introduce has a context in relation to each other. So, you are officially done with all body paragraphs. Now it is a conclusion time. Please finish your essay by summarizing in 3 to 6 sentences the whole point of your work, briefly mentioning similarities and differences, and writing your opinion or providing the solution of the topic. Remember, this part should be connected to your main thesis from the introduction, not contradicted. Well, there you are, the explanation of the outline used for compare and contrast essay. You can either use point-by-point pattern or block pattern. Please divide your essay. At least 4 paragraphs consist of introduction in paragraph 1, body, paragraph 2 and 3, and conclusion as the last paragraph. Okay, I hope you find the explanation helpful. Now please watch another video. This one is about a topic sentence and supporting sentences. If you have further questions about the outline or about transition words or phrases, do not hesitate to contact me through my Instagram account. Thank you, dear, and have fun studying.